Okay, so you ready to dive into Osaka?
Absolutely, let's do it.
You've sent over a ton of research.
Yeah,
So it looks like you're serious about this trip.
definitely.
Let's cut through the noise
Okay,
and figure out what really matters for your Osaka adventure.
sounds good.
All right, so to set the stage, tell me, what makes Osaka unique in the grand scheme of Japan?
Well, it's Japan's third largest city, often overshadowed by Tokyo, but Osaka has this rebellious, independent spirit.
Yeah.
Think of it as like the cool, slightly less buttoned-up cousin.
I like that.
Historically, it was the merchant capital, known for its entrepreneurial energy and love of good living.
Okay.
And that legacy shines through today, especially in the food scene.
Speaking of food, you sent over a guide that mentions FlightNHotels.com.
Right.
Sounds perfect for booking flights and finding the best deals, right?
Yeah, definitely worth exploring. It's one platform to compare everything, snag discounts. Think of it as streamlining the whole travel planning process, leaving you more time to fantasize about all that amazing food.
Okay, I'm sold. Now, this guide is packed with must-see spots. Osaka Castle seems like a no-brainer, right?
Absolutely. But here's what most tourists miss.
Okay.
It's not just about the imposing structure. In 1603, it was the site of the final battle that unified Japan
Wow.
under the Tokugawa shogunate.
Okay.
Imagine standing in that very spot,
Yeah.
feeling the weight of history beneath your feet.
Yeah.
Talk about a travel photo with some serious depth.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. The guide also mentions Dōtonbori, all those neon lights.
Yeah?
That iconic Glico running man. Is it as wild as it looks?
The Dōtonbori is pure sensory overload,
Oh, wow.
but in the best way possible. Imagine Times Square
Okay.
with a distinctly Japanese flavor. The Glico man, by the way, has been there since 1935.
Oh, wow.
He's an Osaka icon, representing the city's resilience and optimistic spirit.
Okay. That's way cooler than just another photo op. And what about food in Dōtonbori? Any must-tries?
You can't miss takoyaki, those little octopus balls.
Oh.
Practically synonymous with Osaka. But here's a pro tip. Skip the tourist traps and head down a side street. That's where you'll find the family-run stalls perfecting their recipes for generations.
Oh, nice.
That's the true taste of Osaka.
Love it. Okay, so we've got history and sensory overload covered.
Right.
What about something a little more zen?
The Shitnaji Temple is your oasis of calm
Okay.
in this bustling city. It's one of Japan's oldest Buddhist temples,
Wow.
founded way back in the 6th century
Okay.
by Prince Shuku, a key figure in introducing Buddhism to Japan.
Wow, okay.
The architecture is stunning,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere is incredibly peaceful.
So a glimpse into the very roots of Japanese Buddhism. That's incredible. Now, I know you can't talk about Osaka without mentioning the food scene as a whole.
All right.
It's not just takoyaki, right?
Oh, not even close.
Yeah.
There's a reason Osaka is called Japan's kitchen.
Okay.
It goes beyond just variety.
Mhm.
It's the Osakans' attitude towards food.
Mm-hmm.
They live by the concept of kuidor, literally to eat oneself bankrupt.
Oh, wow.
It's about indulging in every culinary experience with gusto.
Okay, that explains why my guide has an entire section dedicated to food markets. This Kuruman Ichiba market sounds like a sensory explosion. What
Yeah.
makes it so special?
Think of it as the beating heart of Osaka's culinary scene. Fresh seafood still wriggling, colorful produce piled high, street food sizzling on grills.
Mm-hmm.
It's a feast for all your senses. And it's not just for tourists.
Yeah.
Locals shop there daily, so you know it's the real deal.
So it's not just about eating. It's about experiencing the rhythm of daily life in Osaka.
Exactly.
I love that.
And Kuruman Ichiba is the perfect place to dive into that energy.
Okay.
It's a microcosm of Osaka's vibrant spirit. A place where tradition and innovation collide in the most delicious way possible.
Okay, so we've got history, temples, and food down.
Yeah.
What about something a little more modern? I know the guide mentions Universal Studios Japan.
Universal Studios is definitely a fun option, especially if you're into thrilling rides.
Right.
Or want to unleash your inner child.
Okay.
But here's something most guides miss. The Umeda Sky Building.
Oh.
It's got this insane floating observatory
Wow.
that offers panoramic views of the entire city.
A floating observatory. Now, that sounds unique. I'm picturing something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It's pretty close. 2 towers connected by a glass-bottomed escalator soaring 173 meters above the ground.
Wow.
On a clear day, you can even see all the way to Awaji Island. It's a symbol of Osaka's modern architectural prowess.
Wow, I'm adding that to my must-see list right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got ancient temples, bustling markets, futuristic skyscrapers.
Yep.
It seems like Osaka has this incredible blend of old and new, calm and chaotic.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so captivating.
Okay.
It's a city that constantly surprises you,
Right.
challenging your perceptions of what a Japanese city can be.
I'm sensing a theme here. Osaka is all about embracing contrasts and diving headfirst into experiences.
Absolutely. And speaking of experiences, there's one spot we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
That perfectly encapsulates that Osakan spirit. The Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukin.
Okay.
It's home to a gigantic whale shark.
Wow. Okay.
But it's not just about size. It's the way they've designed the exhibits.
Oh, what makes them different?
They recreate entire Pacific Rim ecosystems.
Oh, wow.
Imagine journeying from the Japanese coast to the depths of the Pacific, all within the aquarium.
Oh.
You're not just observing marine life.
Right.
You're immersed in their world.
That's amazing. It's like taking a deep dive beneath the ocean without ever getting wet.
Precisely. And speaking of deep dives, the guide you sent highlights something crucial about Osaka.
Okay.
Its people. They're known for their warmth and hospitality.
Interesting. So it's not just the city that's full of contrasts.
Right.
The people are too.
Exactly. Osakans are down to earth, quick to laugh, and fiercely proud of their city.
Okay.
They embody that creed-oriented spirit we talked about, embracing life with gusto.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if you find yourself sharing a laugh and a beer with a local at a tiny izakaya. Those cozy Japanese pubs tucked down alleyways.
Wait, an izakaya? I've never heard of that before.
They're a staple of Japanese nightlife. Imagine a dimly lit space with wooden tables filled with the chatter of friends and the clinking of glasses. They serve delicious small plates.
Okay.
Perfect for sharing, alongside a wide range of sake and Japanese beer. It's an experience that truly captures the soul of Osaka.
Okay, I'm adding izakaya hopping to my itinerary right now. But going back to those warm and welcoming locals,
Well, yeah.
how would you suggest someone truly connect with them?
Well, learning a few basic Japanese phrases can go a long way.
Okay.
But it's more than just the words.
Yeah.
It's the effort that counts.
Right.
Osakans appreciate when visitors try, even if it's just a simple konnichiwa or argawa.
It's all about showing respect and a willingness to engage with their culture, right?
Exactly. It opens doors to those genuine interactions that make a trip truly memorable.
Right.
You might stumble upon a hidden gem recommended by a local shopkeeper, or get invited to share a meal with a family at their favorite restaurant.
Wow.
It's those unexpected moments that create lasting memories.
So we've got ancient temples, futuristic architecture, and vibrant markets, all seasoned with a healthy dose of warm Osakan hospitality.
Yeah.
It seems like Osaka has this incredible ability to transport you through time and culture.
It does. You can trace the evolution of Japan within the city's very streets.
Okay.
But there's one key contrast that often gets overlooked.
Okay.
The historical rivalry between Osaka and Tokyo.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Think back to the Edo period.
Okay.
That's when Tokyo, then called Edo, was the seat of the shogunate, representing political power.
Right.
Osaka, on the other hand, was the bustling merchant hub, the economic engine of Japan.
Okay.
There was always this underlying tension, a clash of cultures and priorities.
So Tokyo was all about power and tradition.
Right.
While Osaka was more about trade and innovation.
Exactly. And those differences are still subtly present today.
Interesting.
Tokyo can feel a bit more polished, more reserved. Osaka, on the other hand, has this raw energy.
Yeah.
A rebellious streak that manifests in its art, its food, even its humor.
Okay.
It's a city that marches to the beat of its own drum.
That's fascinating. So in a way, visiting Osaka is like experiencing an alternative side of Japan.
Right?
One that's less about following the rules and more about embracing the unexpected.
Precisely. It's about peeling back the layers and discovering a different perspective, a different rhythm of life.
Okay.
And that brings us to a crucial aspect of planning your trip. Logistics.
Okay.
Your guide suggests getting an Osaka Amazing Pass.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a no-brainer, especially if you're planning on doing a lot of sightseeing.
Okay.
It gives you unlimited access to the city's public transportation system, which is incredibly efficient and easy to navigate.
Yeah.
Plus free entry to a ton of attractions.
Right.
It's a huge time and money saver.
It definitely takes the hassle out of getting around. But let's say our listener wants to venture beyond the typical tourist trail. Okay. Any recommendations for uncovering those hidden gems?
Absolutely. I'd suggest exploring some of Osaka's lesser-known neighborhoods. For example, Nakasakicho is a haven for vintage shops,
Right.
independent cafes, and quirky art galleries. It's got this cool bohemian vibe that's a world away from the neon lights of Dōtonbori.
It's a great example of how Osaka constantly subverts expectations.
Yeah.
You can find pockets of tranquility and artistic expression tucked away amidst the urban sprawl.
Exactly. And if you're looking for a taste of local life, head to Shinsekai.
Okay.
It's this retro district with a maze of narrow streets lined with traditional restaurants and street food stalls.
Yeah.
It's like stepping back in time to 1960s Osaka.
It's a fascinating glimpse into the city's past, a reminder of its resilience and its ability to reinvent itself while still holding on to its roots.
So we've got history, culture, food, transportation, even hidden gems. It seems like we've covered all the bases for planning an amazing Osaka adventure.
We have. But before we wrap up,
Okay.
there's one crucial question we need to ask our listener.
Yeah, what's that?
What kind of traveler are they?
That's a great point. Osaka has something for everyone, but the ideal itinerary really depends on individual interests and travel styles.
Exactly. For example, someone who thrives on sensory overload and loves to be in the heart of the action
Right.
will have a very different experience than someone seeking tranquility and cultural immersion.
So how can we help our listener tailor their trip to their specific needs?
Well, if you're someone who loves to be in the thick of things, I'd say base yourself in Namba or Minami. Those are the entertainment hubs, packed with restaurants, bars, and shops.
Yeah, you'll be steps away from Dōtonbori
Oh, nice.
with its dazzling lights and energetic crowds.
Okay, cool.
And if you're more drawn to tranquility and cultural exploration,
Right.
consider staying in areas like Uhanmachi or Tennoji.
Okay.
They offer a slower pace of life.
With beautiful temples, traditional gardens, and charming local shops.
I'm picturing peaceful mornings, exploring serene temple grounds before diving into the city's energy later in the day.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance. And speaking of balance, let's talk about timing.
Okay.
We've touched on those vibrant festivals. Imagine planning your trip to coincide with one.
Oh, wow.
It would add a whole other layer of cultural immersion.
While those festivals sound amazing, wouldn't they also mean larger crowds and potentially higher prices? I'm all for cultural immersion, but I also value a bit of peace and quiet.
That's a great point. It's all about weighing your priorities.
Right.
If you're someone who thrives on energy and excitement, being swept up in the joyous chaos of a festival could be incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you prefer a more laid-back experience,
Right.
visiting during the shoulder seasons might be a better fit.
So it's about knowing yourself as a traveler and choosing the timing that best suits your style.
Yeah.
What about those must-have travel tips? Anything our listeners should absolutely know before embarking on their Osaka adventure.
Beyond the Osaka Amazing Pass, I'd say pack light.
Okay.
You'll be doing a lot of walking, and navigating crowded train stations with bulky luggage can be a hassle.
That makes sense. What about cash versus credit cards?
Japan is still very much a cash-based society,
Right.
especially outside of major tourist areas.
Right.
So having some yen on hand is essential.
Good to know. Any final words of wisdom for our listener before they set off on their Osaka journey?
Embrace the unexpected. Osaka is a city that constantly surprises you. From hidden alleyway restaurants to chance encounters with friendly locals.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to wander off the beaten path and let the city reveal its secrets to you.
It's all about being open to new experiences and allowing yourself to get lost in the magic of Osaka. I know I'm ready to book my ticket now.
Then our mission is accomplished. We've taken that mountain of research and distilled it down to the essentials, equipping you with the knowledge and inspiration to plan your dream Osaka trip.
So there you have it, your Osaka deep dive, tailor-made to help you create an unforgettable experience in Japan's vibrant heart. Remember, pack light, embrace spontaneity, and get ready to eat your heart out.
Happy travels.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Osaka. We'll catch you in the next one.